Guys, welcome once again to my YouTube channel where we talk about the issues that we are facing in the country. What time is it? Good morning once again, guys. My name is Sintlanhla. My nickname is Sintleng. Yeah. Even to my subscribers, good morning, guys. Let's start. So, guys, I wanted to talk about, about this place, baby, this town that we have in the country, there in Northern Cape Province, the largest province in the country. These people, they are living. These people, actually, Orania. I wanted to talk about Orania. Guys, people might tell me, hey, me guys, maybe me I can just go live with these people in Orania. Me guys, to tell you the truth, it's not like me. I want to live with these people there in Orania. Me as a black person, you know. But guys, what I can tell you is that I like the way these people do things and do things by themselves. These people, they are self-sufficient, guys. These people, they are the government themselves in Orania. Like, guys, you'll find many things working. In Orania, there's no crime. In Orania, there's no poverty. Look at the schools in Orania. Look at the companies. You see all of these problems that we are facing in the country. Actually, guys, I can say the rest of the country, with even these provinces that we have, even there in Northern Cape, the rest there in Northern Cape, where these people, guys, where there are problems there in that province. But when it comes to Orania, there in Northern Cape, where there are maybe Afrikaners, they're living there, Afrikaners that are living there, the fact that maybe the land from, or maybe I don't know if they bought the land from the government, but what happened? They started building on top of that land in Orania. They started building houses, they started building companies, they started building schools. Like, guys, don't you think, Guti, everywhere in the country, it should, and these people, guys, they're showing an example of how the country should be run with many things, guys. There will be no crime, there will be no poverty, there will be no broken infrastructure, there will be no corruption and many things, you know. But everywhere you go in the country, guys, it's a mess. These people, guys, I don't blame them at all. The fact that these people, guys, they ran away from this ANC mess. That's why, guys, we were saying the fact is that why don't this country be cut into half? Those want to live in this ANC mess, sewages, broken down infrastructure, crime, poverty, and many things, they must go this side. Those who want to see changes, guys, many things working in South Africa, they can just come this side. This is what these people of Orania they've done. This is what these people of Orania they've done. And look how successful they are, these people. Look at the economy growing there. You know, everyone, like, guys, I have this video of these guys. I think it's Morning Shot, where this journalist of Bama South Africans, you know, but white journalist of South Africans. These people, guys, they went to Orania. Like, everything, guys, is working. You, maybe, for example, there's no robbery, there's no this thing, the fact that you're gonna get robbed there, or you're gonna get killed, you're gonna get raped, and all sorts of things there in Orania. There's no way. Because, guys, this thing shows you, guys, the whole country. Why don't we have so many Oranias everywhere in the country, in all of these provinces that we have in South Africa? But South Africa, it's a rich country, and at the same time, guys, we're a rich country. We're a rich country. But how people are living in poverty because of ANC's mismanagement, ANC's corruption, and many things. But now President Ramaphosa and I just want to ask why are people poor? How do you ask that question? Why are people poor? Because you are the one that are in the government. You are the one that is the president of this country. You should be knowing the reasons. And actually, I can say that you know why are people poor. It's just that President Ramaphosa, he doesn't want to be honest. He doesn't want to be honest with the citizens of this country. If these people, if this ANC comrades acknowledges, guys, the problems that they've caused in this country, Ramaphosa's 5 years or 6 years or 7 years being the president, he should acknowledge that, oh, guys, I admit and I know, I was a I was not I was a terrible president. I didn't listen to the issues that people complain about. Maybe when it comes to many things like poverty, like broken down infrastructure, our open borders, you know, like every department, every municipalities, that guys, we have messed up, we as ANC comrades. And the fact is that these people who have done a lot of these things, a lot of these damages, should be arrested. But instead, they are not arrested. They are not arrested. Me, guys, as a black person, I just like the way these people are doing the Orania. I like what they are doing. If you can look at the difference between the children there in Orani and look at these ones, maybe I can say white these children be Orani and black, yeah, and maybe I can say black South Africans children be saying it in white South African children there in Orani. And like, guys, what's the difference between the two? Maybe you can look at the education system in Orania. Education system in Orania is not this thing of 30%. You'll never hear this thing of children dying in the pit toilet. You never hear this thing of in Orania that children cannot read, cannot write for meaning. Like, there's sports facilities in those schools. They're technical schools. Like, guys, in Orania, there's no way that you can be unemployed. In Orania, there's no even crime. You don't need to even lock your door. There are no illegal immigrants there in Orania. Here in this country. Yeah, but it's not like, but everywhere you go in this country, guys, when we are dealing with this issue of illegal immigrants. But Orania, you'll swear with it's a country, maybe here in what you call this. It's a country somewhere, but guys, Orania is here in South Africa. Foot Orania is not the only one. They are. They are little Oranias in South Africa. But you will see about Julius Malema. Hey, RTP houses being built. Yeah, what? Like guys, why? How? Or the fact that these people are being racist. Me, guys, it's fine if these people are being racist. But guys, look at the way these people do things for themselves. You'll never find sewage is running around the streets. You'll never find potholes. Like, guys, everything in there is proper. These people, they are not perfect, but they are working each and every day as a community, guys, together for things to work, for things to be great there. But just go everywhere in South Africa, even go everywhere in South Africa, and even these provinces that we have, guys, it's a mess. It's a mess. People are living in poverty. There's unemployment. There's crime. Like, guys, it's painful. Unemployment rate. South Africa is one of the most highest when it comes to unemployment. But we are a rich country of minerals. How many jobs? Like, guys, the fact that the government has failed to create many jobs, many jobs, because we are a lot here in South Africa, especially South Africans. We are a diverse country in these provinces. Actually, in these provinces, for things to work and the cities to be well managed and governed. In these provinces, many Oranias in these provinces of ours, 9 provinces. Okay, I can see in Western Cape what's happening in Cape Town. But what about in Johannesburg? But guys, there are issues that need to be fixed in Johannesburg. So I wanted to make another video of the gas explosion that took place in Johannesburg, and the fact that it took long, or it took 2 years or whatsoever for the road, for the infrastructure there, which is the road, to be fixed in Johannesburg due to the gas explosion that took place in July 19th July 2023. Now and what did they use building that road? Actually, bricks. And yeah, but guys, will make that video. But me, guys, I will. Me, guys, it's not like I'm not. I'm going to clap hands. I'm going to clap hands because this thing took time. In other countries, this thing will be fixed a long time. But in South Africa, it took time to be fixed. The road there in Johannesburg. But what can I say, guys? I wouldn't be surprised because Johannesburg, when it comes to traffic lights not working, the fact that illegal immigrants the fact that these people they took over Joburg, and many things. Now Tara Morero now will appease the mayor. This is the same Tara Morero, and he said that immigrants must be hired to fight crime in Johannesburg. This is the same guy that said that Johannesburg is not a failed city. But if you can go to Johannesburg and look at the whole city, and you want to tell me that Johannesburg is not a failed city, Johannesburg. Let's just play this video of Orania, guys. You'll tell me what you think about this. Yeah. So maybe let me just start with this one.
If you put your finger on a map of South Africa, roughly in the middle, that will be approximately Orania, and that's where I'm going now. I'm just approaching Uppington now after leaving Grabie a bit earlier. Quite a controversial place. I think it's a place that many people will find interesting. These vineyards are irrigated from the Orange River, so it's very, very green.
You see, guys,
The
this
good
is
part
the
of the
largest
route took you
province in
along
the
gravel
country,
back
Northern
roads.
Cape.
There's been a lot of rain recently, so the roads were not always in that good condition. I'm at the confluence of the Vaal and Orange Rivers. I just happened to be driving past and saw the sign, so that I might as well go in.
Guys, you can see how beautiful that town is, guys. Look at the roads, guys. Look at the roads. Look, there are no illegal dumpings. Like, guys, oh. What's happening with this video now? Sorry, guys.
of weather at Orania. I was going to camp, but I really didn't feel like setting up a tent, so I've taken a chalet. This one. Nice and shady because it is really hot. And that's it. Oh, nice green grass everywhere, shady. These are all chalets that you can rent. There's a hotel, there's a restaurant, there's a spa. There's a little shop. You can get your essentials. Monument copy, and behind me are busts of past presidents of South Africa. The town that we now call Orania, initiated as a accommodation for workers working on the canals from the Van der Kloof Dam. I believe it was 1963 thereabouts. I'll put the date down below. It's got a population of around 2,000, and quite honestly, I mean, it's a bustling little town. There's a lot of construction going on, there's shopping centers. It's actually bisected by a main road. There's a main road that runs right through the middle of town. It's a Saturday today, we're quite early in the morning, so it's fairly quiet. You can see it's just so green, and that is the result of the irrigation canals that the houses below me were built to house the workers. The town was started by Karel Boshoff, who was the son-in-law of H.F. Verwoerd, who was the guy that was in charge when apartheid was introduced to South Africa. And his idea was to have an area of South Africa which was only for Afrikaans speakers. And I can't comment on the right or wrong of that. This is not a political channel, doesn't have a political opinion. I'm just here because it's a very different place. And this is Orania. Love it or hate it, this is what it is. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. And as
Okay, guys, I have another video. I don't know. Can I find this video? Morning shot. Yeah, there.
To pushing your business forward through the twists and turns, and always keeping your eye on the bigger
South Africans that are just trying.
Alright, so here we are at the entrance to Orania. So this is the entrance to the village. This is Orania West or East, I don't know.
This is the residential area.
So this is the residential area of Orania. So it's behind us here. Here is the main road through Orania. As you can see, there's trucks and all sorts of things. It's a provincial road, so a lot of people come through. And then all the way on the other side are businesses and shops and sort of the main business district of Orania. So we're going to head into the residential side see the school, see the monuments, and hopefully meet a few people along the way. So interestingly, apologies for the light. I mean, we are real journalists here. Byron,
Ground floor.
have you noticed every single person waves?
Every person we walk past or drive past, always like, hello. Yeah, it's very, very, very friendly. Far more than I was expecting. I thought that,
But everywhere in the country, guys, there's no, maybe, even you can go to Johannesburg, CBD, or,
foreigners weren't welcome here.
Yeah. Everyone. Alright, so here we are at the entrance to Orania. So this is the entrance to the village. This is Orania West or East, I don't know.
This is the residential area.
So this is the residential area of Orania. So it's behind us here. Here is the main road through Orania. As you can see, there's trucks and all sorts of things. It's a provincial road, so a lot of people come through. And then all the way on the other side are businesses and shops and sort of the main business district of Orania. So we're going to head into the residential side, see the school, see the monuments, and hopefully meet a few people along the way. So interestingly, apologies for the light. I mean, we are real journalists here. Byron,
Ground floor.
have you noticed every single person waves?
Every person we walk past or drive past, always like, hello. Yeah, it's very, very, very friendly. Far more than I was expecting. I thought that, foreigners weren't welcome here.
Yeah, so everyone waves, everyone says hello, everyone speaks Afrikaans. They speak a bit of
Well,
English.
some people speak English with us when we speak it.
Yeah, but it's not, they're very polite. Everyone's very polite. It's a nice change from most of South Africa. So we are still here in the suburbs, but what you realize about Orania is there's no richness here. There's no opulence. There's no sense that this is an inclusive,
yes, exactly. There's
exclusive
no opulence.
enclave. The average house is fairly modest. The average car is fairly modest. You don't see Range Rovers or anything like that. It
Look
really
at the
seems to be
road.
a community of working / middle class people trying to make things work. Nothing more, nothing less. There's really no sense of elitism or snobbery whatsoever.
No, you would typically find a suburb that's a Gulf suburb. The houses there are more opulent than the houses here. This is a distinctly low to middle class housing estate. But according to the architects of Orania, that's by design. And the reason for that is because they're not trying to create an exclusive Basi enclave. They're creating an enclave of working class South Africans that are just trying to get along and find their sense of order in the chaos that is the modern South Africa.
So here in front of us is the industrial area.
That's it.
And how many factories and businesses are in the industrial area?
You'll see now, there's quite a few. I don't know exactly how many, but there's quite a few. This first place, this is actually amazing. This guy started off with absolutely nothing quite a few years ago. He employs a lot of Iranians at this stage. He's got a magnificent transport company, a huge fleet. He sells building material. And of course, I think his recipe was neatness and hard work. And if you look at it and you think of it, it's a transport company. It's always as neat as a pin. And then there's a few companies here on the right-hand side. This is like a hardware store. There's lawyers here, estate agents. There's a mechanicing side. You name it. There's quite a few places. Once we go past the entrance, you'll see how many places are inside. Our community services are even there. A place that specializes in paint. This bathroom place. It's huge. And then here we have a place that works with steel. That's a Rembrandt steel. He chose the name because he feels he's an artist as far as steel is concerned. He uses a laser and he does a pretty good job.
The next step we took is we put up a solar installation
So where is the solar farm?
It's just in town, but it's on the north side of town.
And how many panels roughly?
There's 1,190.
So 1,000.
890 solar panels.
So
Yes.
just under 1,900. And they're
Yes.
what? They're 450 watt
Well,
panels?
445. So it's 841 kilowatt peak.
Okay, so you're just under a megawatt.
Yes, just under a megawatt. This plant, together with the roof installations, generate approximately 30% of Orania's energy needs, electricity needs. Now the next phase we're planning, we first wanted to just upscale our generation, but the next phase we're planning is because of Eskom's troubles, Eskom's death spiral. It's a bad word, but that's what's going on. Our next phases were they were brought forward. We were planning them later along the
Your off-grid plans had to be brought forward.
brought forward. Yes,
because Eskom
yes.
is
So
bugging out.
So you just told us about this last night. You said your next phase was to have the solar panels, but now you're shifting that to storage and then doing the panels.
yes.
Because
We plan to put on a 4 megawatt hour battery, and the main purpose is to get rid ourselves from load shedding from 6 o'clock in the morning, 6 a.m. till 10 p.m. at night.
which is the economic hours.
Yes,
that's
this
the
where
rationale.
production, building, living, cooking, what is swatting for the students and the studying for the students, and a lot of the entrepreneurs is doing the admin at night. At night time, and if we can sort that hours out, it would be a huge step forward for our economy and our town, and it's a huge contrast to the rest of South Africa.
So Orania may be a small town, but it has quite a lot of things, as evidenced by this.
Hi there. Would you like to receive a gift? I'm a missionary for the Church of Jesus Christ of
This board right here. So you can see a sport complex, a swimming pool complex, a monument, sport fields, all sorts of things.
That's a very traditional Afrikaans sport. And this is where a hostel where the students stay. It can accommodate about 220 students.
We bought this house, so I'm planting things for whenever I manage to move here.
Oh, lovely. So this is your holiday home in Orania?
I rent it out and I just visit here. I'm staying with my dad.
Yeah.
He is retired here 25 years ago, and then I work over here.
Lovely. So what would you say the big differences between Pretoria and Orania are?
Crime is a big factor, I think.
Even Johannesburg.
You know, I got about 7 messages from the armed response in Pretoria this morning when I switched on my cell phone, and another 10 from my wife on her way to work. So yeah, it's a different atmosphere. It's you feel safe.
Yeah, it's very chilled out here. I mean, we've noticed already walking around that people are walking the streets and waving at us. We were just commenting it on camera, and so it just seems everybody's like really friendly.
Chilled and a bit more laid back.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think so, yeah.
Oh, awesome, yeah.
So is the goal for you to retire here one day?
Yeah, I'm also farming peanuts from Pretoria, managing it from a distance. So I use all my leave to do some farming, to catch up on whatever has gone wrong the past 2 or 3 months.
Sorry about the wind, but we are literally at the top. This is a hill to monuments, and well, basically it's they're building monuments and statues to people who sort of determine what Orania is actually about. So behind me is where we came from. This is the main sort of suburb that we were walking around earlier. There's the church right behind me over there. And over there is more of Orania, but that's sort of the town itself. It's really not big. As far as I understand, it's about 1,500 to 2,000 people living here. And what can I say? It's really peaceful. It really is peaceful.
Trees-wise, we've planted more than 30,000 trees since we arrived here.
But I believe you've done that in a bit to try and terraform the place and make it more eco-friendly to...
Yes,
to
absolutely. But it gives life to the place, doesn't it? If you look at an aerial photo of Orania, you'd be surprised. It looks like an oasis. And of course, a lot of people are going for solar power. We've got our own solar.
We noticed that.
We've got our own solar farm at this stage, so that's going to do extremely well. By next year, we'll be independent. We won't need ESCOM anymore.
And Henny, when you arrived here, how many people lived here?
There was about, I think, 860.
When you arrived here?
Yes, when I arrived, well, 16 years ago.
Okay, 16 years ago. And now there's close to 3,000.
Yeah, it could be over. It could actually be over. I know that my friend, the doctor at the hospital, he's got his patient files there, or his family files, and that exceeds 3,200 family files. So that tells you there's definitely a lot more than 3,000 people in Orania at this stage.
Yeah, but I suppose you can't always control it, can you? Because people come and live with relatives and so...
No, they can't just come and live here with relatives. They still have to go through the process.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why we have this little guy that rolls up his sleeves, I don't know whether you know that. That's to tell everybody that we do our own work. We do not have anybody else do our work, whether it's nice work or not. We do all the work ourselves. But the big reason why we're here, it's not because we feel anybody's inferior or different. People are different. Different races are different.
Yes.
But the reason why we are here, because we are trying to protect our own heritage, our own culture, our language, which has been attacked just about everywhere. And but we do hold very good relations.
So here is something you don't see in South Africa, but you will see in Orania. You see a bicycle. Notice, it has no chain whatsoever. It is, I could steal it right now if I wanted to, which I won't. But where else do you see that? A bicycle.
There's no chain.
With no chain whatsoever. Just a question really. When you say that everyone does their own work, is there a duty imposed on Oranians to fix the town or something like that?
Well, let me put it this way. We don't have anybody else do our dirty work for us. If we have to, we built a brand new sewage farm.
Yes.
We did it ourselves with our own capital. We have a municipality that was given to us by the High Court. And it's the only municipality in South Africa that doesn't receive a cent from the government. Okay? So they have to rely on the levies of all the owners of properties in Orania to survive. And they do it pretty well. We have very good services. You can drink the water from our taps. It gets purified by ourselves.
Clean water.
We've got this brand new sewage farm which has been built. And it works extremely well. That can accommodate the next 15,000 people, by the way.
Okay.
And of course, the same thing with the power. I'm glad to be here, to be honest. There's no crime here.
Yes,
Look how people can just walk the streets.
Freely.
No fear.
And how do you cultivate the trust amongst the residents of Orania? I mean, I know that there are requirements to get in, and is that where you can determine if someone is worthy, so to speak?
We can determine it to a big extent. We also have a police record of everybody and make sure people don't come here for the wrong reasons. We just want to make sure you know why you're here, and you must help to at least build the community. And there's a lot of community services to a big extent as well.
So what can you really say about Orania? There is this unrelenting optimism about what they are building, and I think that is the future of South Africa. Stop thinking about the macro topics, focus on the micro ones, like building your very own Orania.
Yeah, guys. Right. Yeah, guys, you've seen. Oh, what a beautiful town. There in Orania, many things are working. There's no crime. Like I've mentioned, guys, Many things they are working. You've seen the companies, you've seen the roads, how beautiful they are. You've seen the houses. And those houses they don't have like long fences like electric fences, gate and whatsoever. Because why? Nothing. If, for example, in Orania, you're staying there as an Afrikaner, you have a house, you have a car, what. Even cars themselves, even those who have cars, they can just park there. You can just even leave your. There's no need for you to to take out the key, lock your car, because why? Your nothing will happen to your car. Your car won't be hijacked, you know. But everywhere in the country, people lock their houses, their gates, their cars, and everything, you know, because of the criminals, because of the crime that is rampant around the country. But all of these things that people complain about everywhere in South Africa, you won't find them there in Orani. Me, my encouragement from all of you guys, even my new subscribers, learn from these people, guys. Learn from them. Yeah. So, guys, this is the video. Please subscribe. Those who haven't subscribed to my channel, and I will say, see you on the next video. Bye bye. We shall meet on the next video.